Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Jack, how you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm kind of tired, but kind of not. It's been a really busy day for me. Lots of running around and stuff. What about you? How you doing?
Now we're talking about I'm happy, so we're going to run with that. And we got some fun stuff to look at and talk about. But first, before the show, thank you so much, Retro, for that gift going out to... Who did I go to? Old Guy Gamer. Thank you for giving that gifted sub out to Old Guy Gamer. I appreciate it, my friend. Guys, remember you can support the channel with memberships and all that stuff. It's all down there that you can do it. Things and stuff. I'm a little off tonight, Jack.
No, what?
I've had a rough day.
You forgot the word description. So.
I did. I had a Fetter moment, and we're just going to move past it.
I've had a Fetter day, so I get it, man.
Yeah, they happen. They happen. Especially at our age, man. Damn.
It's going to get worse, too.
It's just going to get worse. We're going to watch Just Pearly in a little while, guys. That is the headline. There were so many titles I wanted to use that I'm just not allowed to.
Oh, I know.
They all would have got... My favorite was I wanted to put Piers Morgan ass blast Just Pearly Things.
Yeah, I think that would work better on like Pornhub.
Yeah. But we'll get to her in a minute. Before then, we have another woman to watch, Jack.
Yes, indeed.
We're
going from hot to not.
We indeed are. Do you remember that website, Hot or Not?
Oh man, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. People would put their picture up there, and the whole internet would go there to tell them whether they were hot or not.
Yeah, that was around the time that like Something Awful was huge.
Yeah, it was. You know what? Hot or Not was awful. That place was fucking brutal.
Oh, they were heartless.
Just fucking horrible. Anyway, so no, we're gonna revisit somebody we talked about last night. We spoke of Miss. I almost did it, you son of a bitch.
What?
I almost said we spoke about Miss Grace last night.
Damn it, almost got you.
Before the show, we're talking about, I said, Jack, oh, wait, the first story I want to do is the one on Nancy. And what's her name? And he says Nancy Grace. Her name is Nancy Mace. And I knew as soon as he did it, that was going to cause me to screw up during the show.
They almost had you.
You almost did.
Pesky kids.
You almost did. Donald Camp, thanks so much. I wanted to share with everyone I'm getting the house I was trying to buy. Should close next week, my first home. Congratulations, dude.
That's awesome, man. Good job.
Congratulations. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice. Save some money for repairs and never let your insurance lapse.
Yeah.
Those I can't tell you how many times I've seen people who let their insurance lapse on their house and then it burns down. Like, I had no insurance. I'm like, yeah, that's when bad shit happens. I swear there's insurance companies who run around and set people's houses on fire after they let their insurance lapse.
Yeah, and whatever you're thinking of saving for home repair, add 20%.
Yep.
Just have a couple $1,000s laying around just in case. Because like your lawnmower will break or your roof will leak or some bullshit will come up.
Do your very best to pay down your mortgage as fast as possible, but make sure you don't miss your mortgage payments. Do not miss your insurance payments, which should be part of your insurance or your mortgage.
Yeah.
And just save up a little bit.
And if at all possible, pay like an extra $100 toward the principal every month.
There's a lot of people that will tell you, these days renting is the way. No, I prefer owning my home, Jack. I like it. It does come with its own challenges, but you know what I don't have? Neighbors right next to me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sharing a wall with anybody.
Oh, you said it's an old crack house, not right buying it. Nice.
Very nice. In that case, definitely make sure, and not because it's a crack house, but if you're outright buying it, no mortgage, definitely keep up on your insurance.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we want to talk about Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace. I'm not even going to preface this. I'm going to let it play out. I think, audio's as loud as we get. I think she's pretty good in this one, so we'll see.
But want to thank you for pulling this together. another year, another standing room only event. And when I woke up this morning at 7, I was getting picked up at 7:45. Patrick, my fiance, tried to pull me by my waist over this morning in bed. And I was like, no, baby, we don't got time for that this morning.
There's not too many places that story's appropriate to begin with. I do want to preface the rest of this with that statement. There's not too many places that's a public room that's appropriate. But it gets better. Let's back that up a little bit because I did cut her off a little bit.
Patrick, my fiance, tried to pull me by my waist over this morning in bed. And I was like, no, baby, we don't got time for that this morning. I got to get to the prayer breakfast.
I got to get to the prayer breakfast. Church has changed since I used to go, Jack.
Yeah, now they're talking about fornicating and I mean, they're not married.
They're not even married. Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that deep dick and I gotta go to work. You know what? She's really cute and she's nervous. And you know, once she started talking, she realized this was the worst thing to be doing and she couldn't stop herself.
And I gotta be on time and a little TMI, but he can wait. I'll see him later tonight.
We get it. You guys hump. You don't have to keep telling us.
Oh, she needs to keep telling me. Yeah. What details, Nancy?
Yeah.
But I was here early today for you, Tim. And I think everybody...
I didn't get plowed just for you, Tim.
Yeah, so Nancy Mace is horny right now.
Patrick's over there ready to punch Tim.
Yeah, and Tim's like, oh, dear God, just wrap this up, please. Just get to the prayer and please stop talking.
Everybody was here early for you today.
And most of them didn't get plowed. So there you go. Yeah. That's how Nancy, son of a bitch.
I win again.
I fucking hate you.
I know.
That's just the weirdest story to tell. You know, he wanted waffles for breakfast, and I said we didn't have time for waffles, so we had cereal. You know, you could have done all kinds of things to make that more, you know, prayer breakfast appropriate.
Nah, she should have been like, he wanted some afternoon delight first thing in the morning. And I said, after the prayer breakfast, maybe. I know what you're praying for. It's this booty. Oh, yeah. I think she should have just doubled down and committed.
I think he should have been like, baby, it only takes me 2 minutes. You don't have to get off. I'm the only one apparently who wants it. Hold still.
Right?
She was early. See, and I'd be mad if we're early, especially if we're like 5 minutes early. Like, bitch, I had time to do it twice.
Right?
Twice. I could have done that.
She could have at least said she gave him a blowjob.
Right? She could have done that on the way to the prayer breakfast.
Yeah, I think she was super horny at the prayer breakfast.
I think she clearly was super horny at the prayer breakfast, but good God, not an appropriate story. Now, you know, Jack, if she's telling this story at some women's group, because women love to talk about sex.
Yeah, they're dirty girls.
They got some women's group, and she's telling the story about how she was going to be late for the prayer breakfast. That's a whole different thing. It's still probably too much information, but, you know, doing it at the prayer breakfast, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, Evolve's right. She should have said that he wanted to cuddle because that's nice and wholesome.
Yeah.
Or hold hands while they're banging. But yeah, I don't know.
He wanted to cuddle, get a little more sleep, and I was like, no, we don't have time we got to get up and get moving. Anything other than us all knowing that he had a hard on and she wouldn't take care of it.
Yeah, that's not being a good girlfriend, first of all.
Don't worry, Patrick. She'll take care of it late. I hope she better have taken care of it.
Well, if she needs some, you know, look, I don't know why I find her attractive because she's totally not my type. But I want to plow that.
Especially when she's got the glasses on and the librarian look going.
Yeah, the glasses work for me. The librarian look, I don't know. I feel like I have to pay a fine.
Yeah, it's instinctual with men, that librarian. There are people who've never seen a librarian. Like, people live their whole lives in a tribe in Africa, like those people that were on What Is a Woman?
Oh yeah,
that African tribe. If they went over there and showed them a picture of a librarian, you know, with the hair up and the glasses, and of course a cute one, even that they go, I need one of those in my life. It's instinctual. We can't help it. It's like looking at boobs.
I'm not opposed to the librarian look entirely. I just don't always have money to pay for things.
Faithless says she looked a bit like Denise Richards in Wild Things there. Kind of. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denise Richards was pretty hot. Still kind of is, actually.
Wild Things is a ridiculously stupid movie, but I've seen it repeatedly.
Yes, for that pool scene mostly.
Mm-hmm. Every man in here knows what scene I watched it for.
Oh yeah, Nev Campbell and Denise Richards. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't watch that movie, say that there was nothing good in that movie, and still be called a straight man.
Yeah.
Somebody might as well just pass you a Bud Light.
It's not a good story. It's not a good movie, but that is a great scene.
Yeah. Oh, the movie's absolutely ridiculous, but I do love a cheese fest, and that scene is amazing.
All right. Now to get to the rest of today's show. Frosty Glass, thank you so much. Hot librarians, the only reason men learn to read. Fair point. All right. So, just Pearly Things. Good God.
This woman.
I just saw that she'd been on Piers Morgan maybe last week. I don't remember what day she was on. It was from a few days before that or a week before that. And so I see this thing going around with her, and I'm like, I think I already watched this, but I'm like, she looks like she's dressed differently. And then I saw the other guest. I'm like, I definitely didn't see that lady. So I go over, and I like watching Piers Morgan. What is it? Uncensored, unedited.
I don't watch Piers Morgan.
It's a pretty good show if he has the right guests on. So I went over there and looked, and this is from 8 hours ago, probably 9 to 10 hours ago now. And I was disappointed, Jack, because they did not talk about her wanting, I don't want to say wanting, but finding 16-year-old girls to be hot. Which probably worked out in her favor because it was bad enough as it was.
They might have recorded it before that happened too, or was this live?
It could be. And look, I know there's some people in our audience who like Just Pearly Things. You think Pearl Davis is a good? She's an idiot. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna rip on her for at least the next half hour.
She has old lady name too.
And she's stupid. That's my problem with her. She's ugly. I don't care about that. She does have an old lady name. I don't care about that either. She's stupid, and that annoys me. She is the AOC of the red pill space.
Ooh, that's harsh. I thought that'd be that one annoying lady that was striking everybody.
Oh, are you talking about Fair and Balanced?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't really red pill space.
Oh.
This is the manosphere red pill space.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, I said on Twitter that if smart were a person, it would be her mortal enemy, and it really would be, because this chick is dumb. She's so dumb, Jack. In this case, she's actually right, and still can't get it right because she doesn't know what she's talking about. She just repeats talking points that she's heard. She repeats talking points that get her dollars. That's what she does.
I only believe what you tell me to believe because I'm the new Satsu.
You're not black enough for that line, man.
You don't know that.
I do. I've seen you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit. Nobody else knows that.
I've seen you and Satsu. You are definitely not black enough to be the next.
Oh,
Satsu.
how dare you! You're dead skinning me.
Dead racing.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that dead ethnicity shaming. I don't know. I got nothing. It's way too late in the night for this shit.
It really is. All right. So
are you gonna play the song that they're talking about?
Oh yeah. We're gonna start from the beginning and we're gonna go through this because I don't think we're gonna watch the whole thing. We will at least get into where the other guest just made me laugh my ass off.
Oh yeah. Brooke's a funny chick.
Yeah. but the song is what kicks it off, so we kind of have to. So I expect Pearl to hit us with a copyright, so we'll see what happens for a song she took down. All righty, so here we go.
Pearl Davis is the self-styled anti-feminist influence.
Sorry, guys, that is as loud as it goes. It is a little low, and this is from YouTube. Can you hear it okay?
It's really quiet.
Okay. And it is Piers, so he has a softer voice, and he speaks in that British thing. So parts of it might be hard to hear. I'll turn on the closed captioning. We'll see how that works.
She's creating major buzz online with a contrarian view. She's appeared in a couple of debates on this show. It's called Uncensored After All. We welcome any honestly held opinions. This week, she's facing a major backlash for posting a song titled "Why Can't We Talk About the Jews?"
Now, see, this is where I got disappointed because I was hoping he was bringing her on to talk about how hot 16-year-olds were, in her opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And when I realized it was about this stupid-ass song, I got a little annoyed. I don't want to hear a tone-deaf person play a song. Have you heard the song, Bubba? How many of you guys have heard Pearl's song? The whole song is not on here. They don't play the whole thing. I have seen the whole video. Did you see her video on this? How she was ambushed by him? Well, I was curious about that because her facial expression, it doesn't look like she knew what this segment was even going to be about. I think they told her that they were bringing her on to talk about hot 16-year-olds.
They might have told her the truth, and she wasn't listening or something. I don't know.
She dedicated to far-right commentator Nick Fuentes before later.
But do you see her face there? How she looks absolutely flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted was flabbered.
What?
Flabbergasted. Never mind.
I was using an old man word.
Yeah, and I made a dad joke about it.
But she clearly does not seem to understand what she was there to talk about. Now,
yeah, I don't know.
She addresses something later. I just want to say this for a sec, or get to this because we probably won't get to the segment. But she says that she was shocked when they said that this was inspired by Nick Fuentes. We'll talk about that later, just for the record. That is going to come up again.
I thought she got distracted by a shiny light bulb or something.
No, she looks genuinely shocked that this is what they were talking about. So I don't know. I will have to go and see what she had to say about it. But
no, she's in studio with him. Are they in the UK?
Yes, she lives over there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, she lives over there. What I heard is she's trying to come back to the States, but she's lived there for a while. That's where she does her little man on the streets, and she pulls in her guests to talk about how women suck.
Oh, yeah. I just wait. Is it hard for her to come back? Like, did they make these airplanes that you can buy tickets for?
I don't know.
Like, she's trying to come back. What? I mean, London's super expensive. Just save a few bucks, buy a plane ticket, and come back and live in like New Jersey.
She's a multi-millionaire easily. She's at least a millionaire. Her parents are rich. If she wanted to come back, she could just come back.
Yeah, so this trying to come back thing confuses me. I was gonna say, I mean, she seems like she's been on a lot of TV shows and stuff like that. She seems like she's got enough fame going around that she's probably pretty well off. So,
and there was a controversy going around with her. She's kind of a predatory creator where she helps other people and basically takes their work. So there's a whole lot more of that to get into another time.
Yeah, we talked about that briefly once.
But anyway, so yeah, she's got money. If she wanted to come back, she could just come back. I'm wondering if the whole state of Illinois is like, stay away. Anyhow, we have enough bimbos. Anyway.
Deleting it.
Why can't we talk about without getting kicked off of YouTube?
sweetie, you're please. That's painful. Somebody, I can't listen to this because when it first came out, don't say thank you. We're going to listen to the rest. When this first came out, somebody had put in the comments that it was really distracting how she keeps hitting the guitar because she's not doing it in any kind of rhythmic way. It's that she keeps accidentally knuckling the fucking guitar.
Yeah, she's not very good at playing the guitar. Also, the weird angle and the white walls really aren't helping.
Because she blends?
Well, yeah, there's that. Because she's borderline translucent, except for her, witch hair, because redheads are witches. But yeah, it's very distracting. The audio is garbage, because she's filming in an empty room and clearly not using a microphone shield or anything like that. I doubt there's even one of the the muffle things that you put on the microphone, windsock.
Yeah,
man, I am really
pop filter
falling apart here. Yeah, pop filter or windsock or anything like it. The audio is just garbage. Like, she clearly did this on some sort of impulse or something. I don't know why she wrote this stupid song. This whole fucking thing is dumb.
We'll talk about why she did it. We'll talk, because that does come up and it needs addressed, because she is a fucking liar.
What?
And that bothers me.
A woman lying? Monkey, please.
All right. Again, you guys are going to be a lot nicer to me about my song at the end of the show now, aren't you? Anyhow.
Now, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy.
That's where you stop that sentence. I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy. There's nothing. He wasn't a good guy. There you go. End of story. And she didn't understand why people were so mad about this. I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy. When you say that, that's like saying, I don't mean to be rude, but.
Yeah, you're going to say something rude.
You say something rude. I don't mean to be, or I'm not racist, but something racist is coming out. I mean, you're about to, never mind.
But I kind of want to know why. Now there's all these conspiracy theories. And the more they talk, I think maybe they're right.
About Hitler being a good guy.
Or the reptilian menace. No, we all know what conspiracy theories she's talking about here.
And look how happy she is with herself.
Yeah, like, I made it funny.
But I can't even listen to the convo.
Well, Pearl joins me now, along with the New York author and founder of End Jew Hatred, Brooke Goldstein, over in the States. All right, Pearl, you've come on the show a couple of times, right? We've had some spirited debates about feminism and stuff like that, and I thought you made some good points, and it's got lots of traction. Then I wake up the other day and I see this.
Yeah, I do want to point this out. Last time she was on, he actually agreed with her on some stuff that I was like, I can't believe Piers Morgan is agreeing, and I wish I could remember what it was.
So you'll sure it was all pretty dumb.
It was part of the men getting screwed kind of thing. I forget exactly what though.
Wow.
And yeah, so they were talking about like it was about women not voting was the main topic, and it was her and some much cuter blonde thing and Piers, and Pearl was going through her fresh and fit talking points, and I forget what it was, but Piers did agree with her on a little bit of it, which was kind of weird. Go ahead and look it up, guys. We're not going to watch it because I don't care that much. I just want to point out that he has agreed with her. He's not lying there. That did happen.
Let me preface the guest that he's got coming up. That's Brooke Goldstein. Longtime Fox News viewers will recognize her. She was a contributor for a long time. She used to be on Red Eye quite a bit. She's got a pretty good sense of humor. She left the news industry to go be the founder of a Jewish rights group. And now she's with some other organization that they'll tell you all about, I'm sure.
Thing that's trending involving you doing this song, and I couldn't really believe what I was watching. I didn't know why did you find it funny?
Huh?
Did you find it funny? I mean, you know the backlash to it. I mean, you deleted it. You obviously thought
She's acting like a kid that's been called to the principal's office for something they're supposed to feel bad about. They obviously don't.
Yeah. Well, look, she's turning a little red too.
I think that's just the glow from her shirt. She's very, very fair-skinned.
thought you shouldn't have posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do that? Genuine question.
I mean, the point was more about cancel culture and people getting kicked off of social media if you finish the
Stop. No, you fucking liar. You fucking liar. This is what bothers me. You don't get to hide behind anti-cancel culture. There's tons of other things you could have talked about. Tons.
Yeah.
You specifically went to the Jewish question. Stop it.
Can we just admit that that's like outdated by like 6 or 7 years? Like,
It's very outdated, but it still gets money from certain circles.
I know, it's just so sad, edgy boy shit from 2016.
You specifically did it because I'm just going to ruin part going ahead. You did it because Nick Fuentes got a whole bunch of shit for his stupid ass Nick Fuentes con or whatever the fuck he calls it, where he's up there talking about how the Gentiles will kill the Jews before the Jews can kill us, or however the fuck he said that. I'm barely paraphrasing.
Yeah.
And he got a bunch of backlash and shit. That is why you did this. It's not because of cancel culture overall. It was specifically the Jew thing. So stop it. Just have the fucking balls to stand up and go, yeah, because you're not allowed to talk about Jews. There you go.
Yeah, or it was like, look, I'm trying to make some money off my grift here. Could you shut up about that and just make me look bad for a minute, and then I'll be like, haha, fuck you. This is just evidence of the conspiracy.
I was just talking about the cancel. Shut up, you liar. You fucking liar.
This is just jumping on the bandwagon to try and get a little bit of grift money. Like, I'm going to get some attention and people are going to watch it. I'm going to get some money out of it.
It was more about like, you can't talk about this topic without being canceled by the left and the right. I don't really have a strong opinion either way.
You wrote a song and posted it to social media, but you didn't have a strong opinion either way. Okay. I hate liars, Jack. And I'm really starting to hate these grifters. Look, if you really believe something and you get out there and you get famous for it, good for you. If you're doing it just because that's what's going to get you money, fuck you. Look, make all the money you can, but fuck you. You are a piece of shit. I don't like people without principles.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a scummy way to do things, but
yep.
I
You're
don't know,
a used car salesman. Anyway.
It was kind of just like tongue in cheek. I didn't really expect it to get that crazy.
Really? You wrote a song about not being able to talk about the Jews when the whole thing about not being able to talk about Jews is blowing up, and you didn't expect anybody to really blow that up at all. You know, there's some people out there who are purposefully provocative, and they'll tell you, yeah, I'm provocative. That kind of shows that they're just being dicks. They're just being edgy boys, but at least they're admitting that's what it is. And she's like, I just didn't realize that asking about the Jews, this thing I made a song about everybody will cancel you for. I didn't realize that would make people pissed off.
I didn't know. I'm just a delicate little flower. There's no way I did this for attention. You're just a big meanie pants, Mr. Piers Morgan.
See, they just have no souls. Gingers, man.
I also, it wasn't dedicated to anyone. I don't know why they say that. But
I don't remember them saying dedicated. They did say inspired by. That's what it says in the Chiron right there. But anyway.
That's not true.
I mean, Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist. He's a Holocaust denier.
I just have to say, I hate how British people say the word Fuentes. They say Fuentes. There's an extra syllable between the U and the E. Fuentes. Somebody help him because it bothers me. And he says it a lot in these interviews.
Is a white supremacist. He's a Holocaust denier.
Uh-huh.
He said afterwards that you had dropped a diss track on the Jews, which he clearly took to be something which was, mocking Jewish people, talking about, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I want to know why. What do you want to know why?
Well, it was more like, why can't we talk about it? It wasn't like
you talked about the more conspiracy theories you've heard about.
It wasn't one way or the other. But the next line after I want to know why is I hear all these conspiracy theories and it makes me think they're true. She does know we got to hear that line, right?
Maybe.
I'm just asking the questions. Fuck.
And the Holocaust presumably.
I'm a fan of conspiracy theory. People think I'm part of the CIA.
Nobody thinks you're part of the CIA. Even for them, you're too stupid. Anybody who's out there saying Pearly is part of the CIA, stop it. You just made her think she's smarter than she is, and I cannot allow that.
I'm a fan of conspiracy theory. People think I'm part of the CIA. There's a whole conspiracy thing online. And, I'm not for silencing it either way. The point of the song isn't I really have an opinion on the matter. It's more.
You literally said you're believing it. Literally. I'm really starting to despise this woman.
I've noticed.
Just be honest. Fuck. She
did the same. Don't do that.
She did the same stupid shit when she had Fuentes on her show. And then afterwards, she's like, I didn't realize that I was agreeing to all this stupid shit.
Oh, I didn't realize she was so controversial.
I don't think we should ban people off of social media. So far so that I don't even, I think it should be illegal to ban anybody off of social media unless they're inciting violence.
And there you go. She's right about that part. I'm for, free speech. We've talked about that, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all you have to say. But in order to do that, you also have to be willing to stand up and defend the things you have said. And instead, you're like, it was just it was a prank, bruh. It was just a prank, bruh.
That was the point of the song. I'm not really. It was more tongue-in-cheek.
But just to be clear, what are the conspiracy theories surrounding Hitler, which you feel the more you hear them, the more you're interested in them?
Well, I don't know. Because
what are the conspiracy theories that the more you hear, that's the word, that's the line, the more you hear, the more you believe them. And she has the fucking balls to say this, Jack.
Hitler, which you feel the more you hear them, the more you're interested in them.
Well, I don't know because I can't hear them.
The more I hear them, the more I believe them. Well, which ones are they? Well, I haven't heard them. Oh,
you couldn't go to Hitler's infatuation with drugs or his vegetarianism or his interest in the occult. No, you went with, I don't know, I'm just a silly girl.
I've heard them, but I haven't heard them. Thank you, Frosted Glass. Her vagina is more genuine than her argument. I haven't seen it to be able to prove that's true. I'm just saying. She literally just said that she hasn't heard them. Well, then what did you mean when you said the more you hear them? Jack, I could have come up with one right off the top of my head. He's living in Argentina. That's been around forever.
Oh, absolutely. Nazi UFOs.
Well, the ones that Nick Fuentes.
Well, I wasn't even talking about Nick. I was thinking of Ye.
When she said that, I actually stopped my screen and yelled, "You lying bitch." All right. For those of you who don't know, this song came out. It's either the 23rd or the 24th of this month, Jack. So 5 days ago, right?
Okay.
When was the last time anybody talked about Ye and the Jews?
It's been a few months at least.
It's been months. What was talked about right before 4 or 5 days ago?
The Fuentes
and the Jews.
What? It's totally unconnected, Monkey. I don't know
No,
where you're getting these,
yeah.
drawing these lines like Charlie putting things together. No, look at you conspiracy theorist.
No,
What are you, one of
just
the lone gunmen?
suddenly 3 months later, she realized, oh yeah, yay, got some pushback for the Jew thing. Fuentes, what's that guy talking about these days? I don't even know. Fucking bitch.
To be honest, I don't know why they put that Nick was the inspiration for that song. I was thinking of Ye.
No, you weren't. You
Oh,
liar.
You are aware of the big backlash to this.
See, this is one of those things I wish Piers was a little more tuned in, because he could have called her on that right there. Bullshit. Anyhow.
The deep upset from Jewish community.
I certainly am now. I just posted that song and I woke up and I was like, article. I was like, golly.
Right, but are you sorry?
I was like, golly.
Oh, no, I think in this situation, she should have said it a little bit more Gomer Pyle. Golly!
Golly.
Yeah, like Goofy style.
Crazy. I think that my whole point was that cancel culture is wrong. I am not speaking one way or the other about the issues. My question is, why are we canceled for talking about certain topics?
So you would allow...
Okay. All right. I'm going to run with that for just a second, Jack. Why didn't she talk about any other subjects you're not allowed to talk about?
COVID.
She's such a fucking liar. This is why I hate this woman. She's a fucking liar. She's a liar. She's stupid. And all she does is repeats things she's heard. And she cannot even... She is right in cancel culture is wrong. But she can't even explain why. She can't, and she doesn't even have the balls to stand by her convictions. Because if she did, she'd just come out and go, I did it because I thought it was funny and I knew it would cause this kind of reaction. And this would show just how fucking silly it is to be canceled over something like asking a question. Instead, I just don't have I don't know the Jews. What are Jews? There's people who put their faith in this chick. They stand for this bitch. Do kids still say stan? Or is that out?
I don't know. It slaps, whatever it is.
I can't keep up with the kids these days and their crazy talk.
You kids and your ridiculously dumb slang. Get with it. Be gnarly, yo.
Be gnarly.
Holocaust deniers to have space on social media to promote Holocaust denial to millions of people. You have 2 million people who subscribe to your YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. That's a big audience of people.
I'm not at 2 million yet. I'd like to be.
Right, but you have a lot of people that follow you on various social media platforms.
Yeah.
You put a video like that up, and there are going to be some impressionable young minds going, hang on, what's Pearl saying? Adolf Hitler, not saying he's a good guy, but I want to know why. The more conspiracies theories I hear, the more I have to think about it.
But
I took that to mean that you agree with Fuentes.
She actually says in the song, because he keeps messing up the line, she actually says that she believes they're true. The more I hear them, the more I believe they're true.
Cut off the end of the song. I said, but we can't even have the conversation.
What is the conversation you want to have?
Without being canceled by the left and the right. The point is any speech. I think
it's not any speech.
It's
not any speech. What is the conversation about Hitler and conspiracy theories and the Holocaust that you want to have?
I don't want to have any conversation. My lane is...
Then why didn't you write a song about the one that you do have an issue with? One of the things you do believe this should be able to be discussed.
Because that's not as hot button topical and gonna get as many clicks and maybe some of that sweet Fuentes money.
Ding 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 ding. Get that man a Cupid doll. You did this to be provocative. Fucking own it. But she's trying to be the good person still too.
this feminism. That's what
Well, you're
I'm
singing
talking
about Adolf Hitler.
Can I finish?
Yeah, but you are singing about Hitler.
Okay.
So you do want to have that conversation.
I want anybody that wants to speak on social media to be able to speak about what they want to talk about,
Including Holocaust
without
denial.
getting banned. Whatever they want to talk about.
Including Holocaust denial.
If they want to talk about that, as long as they're
Yes, that's the answer right there. Yes. But she won't say it because even she knows that she'll get in trouble for it, that she'll get pushback, which is why she did the song that way. Just say yes. I think people should be able to talk about anything, even Holocaust now. Yes. That ends the question right there, Jack.
Yeah, but that's a smart reply.
But not Grifty here because she's stupid. The answer to that question is yes. And I think people should be able to respond to them. That's how you have an open conversation. I don't believe in censoring ideas. There you go. But she's not smart. She's an idiot.
But on the topic of grift, this is a good time to remind everybody, we're brought to you by you. If you're enjoying the show, hit the like button, subscribe. And if you would, toss us a couple bucks at the Streamlabs links going through the chat, post at the top of the YouTube chat and in the description of both.
not inciting violence, I think people.
It's also inciting violence.
No, they're not. That is not inciting violence, Piers. That's bullshit. And you should have called him on that, but you're too fucking dumb.
Fighting a hatred of
I think that
Jewish people.
Social media is the new town square, right? You used to be able to go and say your opinion.
And here she goes with the town square. This is how you know she just repeats things she's heard. She hits all the fucking buzz phrases. Can't explain them worth of shit. She's over there in England. There's a perfect example of a literal town square. Right there in London.
The one with all
in
the
town
child rape victims and Muslims?
No. What's it called? Is it Trafalgar Square? Shit, I can't remember the exact name of it. I don't live in London, though. There's an episode of Married with Children where Al goes over there and he gives it. You're allowed to go there and give a speech. Anything you want to talk about except for Holocaust denial. And yeah, Al gets up there and gives a speech about how he hates marriage. It's fucking wonderful. Speaker's Corner. That's where, yeah.
Yeah, Sargon gave a speech there once.
Did he? Yeah.
I think so.
She could have even used a fucking example from there, but she's not smart enough to.
Now we have corporations censoring what can and cannot be said. And I think that's wrong. I think that should be illegal.
Well, let me bring in Brooke.
Okay, so this next part, we're only going to watch because I think it's funny as fuck, okay? I think Piers is absolutely wrong here. This is another thing that bothers me. She's right, and she can't make the argument. She's Hunter Avalon.
Oh, God.
She's just like all these other fucking grifters who don't even know why they're saying what they're saying, other than that's what gets people on their side. And I fucking hate these people.
Into this. Brooke, I don't think Pearl quite understands why the wording of this song, which she deleted, to be clear, so obviously realized this is not played out maybe the way she hoped. The offense is caused to the Jewish community. Why would
it didn't cause offense to the Jewish community? Stop. This is one of those things that does need to end, is everybody acting like somebody saying something. It hurt the whole community. Fuck off. Okay. Pearl knew exactly what she was doing. She's playing like she didn't because you're treating her like the principal at school. And despite the fact that she's like almost 30, she's a fucking child.
Yeah, she gets stupid defensive on this.
was it so offensive?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me on and for highlighting this issue.
This issue. It was a song on the internet. Fuck off.
Not necessarily highlighting Pearl, but highlighting the issue. That what you pointed out is that we're really facing.
I don't know how well the video is playing. But this part, I'll throw it into chat for you guys to make sure you guys can watch it yourselves. But part of the beauty of this is watching Pearl's face. I don't know if you were doing that when you watched it, Jack.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. But anyway, here we go. Does she have eyeballs? she does some. She has this weird eyeliner that she points up at the back of her eye. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think the lighting at where she's at is a little too like direct, so her eyes tend to close more.
Yeah, there's that. But I mean, her and the makeup just makes it even worse because it's not a good look.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
a crisis of societal conscience where someone like Pearl, who engages in hate speech, and actually the irony is she's complaining about being canceled, and yet she's on your platform. She has millions of viewers on the internet and on social media, and she's complaining about being canceled. The crisis.
No, she was talking about Ye.
She's talking about Ye, baby.
Talking about Ye and me.
This is what is profitable now. This
100%. That's why Pearl did it.
Yep.
Clickbait, this type of racial incitement is profitable.
All right, stop. It's not racial incitement. See, this is fuck. Why is everybody such a hyperbolic shithead these days?
Because it makes money. She just said it.
Fuck yeah. I walked into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Like right into it.
On the internet. And I'm sitting here, I'm listening to Pearl. I don't know if she's just plain stupid or she's actually quite intelligent and knows that what she's doing is so sensational that it's going to make her a lot of money. But I want to say,
okay, you don't have to be very intelligent to know that controversy will make you money. You just have to pay a little bit of attention. So please don't put smart on her. She's dumb. That's it. And she's playing dumb right now for what little intelligence she does have, which Pearl, that's just kind of sad.
One thing, Pearl will disappear. She will disappear like many others before her because this is something that's just a moment in time. She's like a train wreck. It's like a car crash. For example, you shouldn't be looking at it, but you can't take your eyes off it. But I want to make one more point. I think.
Damn.
Ouch.
Couple of things. She's absolutely right. Eventually Pearl will just disappear because she's a flash in the pan and some prettier girl is going to come along saying this kind of stuff and Pearl will disappear.
Yeah, we've seen it a dozen times with these type of people. Eventually the con runs its course. Whether they linger on a little while or not, their numbers go way down and people lose interest.
For the record, that's all I want to watch of this. I wanted to get through her just ripping her because that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
And again, she later agrees with Pearl to say that she agrees that speech should be free. Piers says the same thing. And he goes, but some speech, he says, I believe in free speech for the most part, but so you don't believe in free speech. That's all.
Well, he's British. They don't really understand the concept.
And
King won't let them.
It's amazing that even this chick agrees with her with the overall point, and she still can't defend it properly because she just repeats what she's heard. She's an idiot, and she's like that on all her topics. Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
No, again, this goes down to if she really wanted to address this, she could have done it in a smarter way instead of playing a stupid song. This could have come back and bite her in the ass negatively. She could have talked to just done a video about how there are certain things you can't talk about, you can't question the orthodoxy of, and there's a litany of those things that you're not allowed to ask. We've talked about that many, many times, but to do this stupid little song tells me you're grifting. It looks like a shameless attention grab and money grab, and it's kind of lazy edgelord shit that's really outdated.
Spartan John coming through with that feminist $12. Thank you so very much. I needed some levity tonight, and instead I ended up hating Piers, Pearl, and the blonde lady. What the hell's going on here? I know, right?
Sorry, man.
As it goes on, the next segment is just Piers beating her up again for the lyrics. Him trying to get her to understand why people cared about that. She already knows it, Piers. She knows. She did it purposefully. That's why she's running around everywhere saying women shouldn't vote. You know why? Because there's a whole bunch of guys who will give her money for running around out there saying women shouldn't vote. That's why she does it. Ask her why. Ask her why women shouldn't vote. She'll give you like 19 different answers, Jack. And they're all just canned responses that you've heard from people. Well, they're not in the military. Women are they're not in the selective service. There's tons of guys who get to vote who never called up for the selective service. So, I mean, I guess if you want to make them register for the draft, fine. Then would they get the right to vote? And typically those people, oh no, because then they got to earn it for a while. It's never enough. Again, I don't believe that the women's vote should count, Jack. I want to be clear on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're inferior creatures. I mean,
but they should get to
girl
vote.
brains.
They should absolutely get to vote. But she doesn't know why she says what she says because she just takes it from other people.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot easier that way.
That makes me fucking insane. And then with like Piers, I mean, Piers is an odd bird because
he's a weirdo.
There's some things where he says it, I'm like, you are fucking retarded, dude. And then there's other, I'm like, how did you get that one right?
It's kind of a random Wheel of Fortune kind of game. You spin the wheel and hope that he's not retarded.
There's that very famous interview that he did with Ben Shapiro years and years ago, where Ben just takes him to school on the Second Amendment.
Yeah. Well,
again,
he's British. He doesn't know anything about guns.
Ben has been on there since. He was on, I want to say within like the last 3 months. Don't quote me on that. And it was a really good interview.
Yeah.
They even discussed that whole exchange. And Piers even admits that, he probably came at it wrong. That he just didn't understand the American way of the whole gun thing.
Being awesome. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Rootin', tootin', shooting.
He's British. He doesn't understand freedom.
Yeah, he doesn't know what freedom's like and how glorious it is to go out to the range. And by range, I mean border. I mean range.
But yeah, the Piers Morgan interviews, sometimes I really enjoy them and sometimes I want to punch my screen. So it just depends. And this is one, like I said, he's in the wrong here. Pearl's right. She just doesn't have the actual balls to stand up for what she did.
I don't think she understands her own position. Real quick, thank you, Spartan John, for that feminist donation. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Jack, I hope some of the stuff you brought will make me laugh because this was downright depressing.
Well,
here. Ha, ha, ha. I don't know. I think there's a couple of decent things. You're probably going to laugh at Monkey's Pain on the videos I brought.
Dave McElfatrack, I don't know how you say his name, actually. He's the guy from Suicide and Cyanide.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Cyanide and Happiness. I always say it the wrong way.
Yeah, I noticed that. I like how you equated suicide with happiness, though. That was a real Freudian kind of thing there.
I mean, I did it on accident, if that helps. He tweeted this out just before the show. Pearl Davis, I just met my crush from 10th grade. Friend. What was it like meeting them after all these years? Pearl. No, she's from the 10th grade. Come on, that's funny.
It is funny, but is Pearl lesbian?
Well, what she had tweeted out was that 16-year-old girls are hotter than 26-year-old girls.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about.
Did you see the Melanie Mack one?
Oh, yeah. Did you see how much crap Melody got?
So Melanie put out a thing saying that the whole thing that women have an age where they age out from, being desirable is wrong. That's not entirely true. But one, Melanie, you don't get to talk like that because you are a freak of nature.
Yeah, because how are you your age and still look like you're 22?
Yeah, she's 36 or 38 or something like that, and she looks like she just graduated college.
Yeah.
Very, very cute young lady.
Yeah, and she's not Asian. I find this witchcraft disturbing. I need to find the Witchfinder General, excuse me.
She's not wrong that you can still find love at any age. But she is a little bit wrong about, I don't want to say worth. Desirability as a mate as you get older.
Well, I mean, if you like the used up gumballs.
But Melanie says, despite what anyone says on Twitter, I can just do it this way. Bring it up on the screen. There we go. Melanie's is here. Says, despite what anyone says on Twitter, women do not expire. Nobody will want her after 40 is not true. That's as much as we need to read. And Pearl responded, delusion. No one says no one will want her, but it's significantly harder to find a relationship at 40 as a woman. To which Melanie says, silence, pedo. Which I laughed way harder than I should have at.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, for those who doubt us about Melanie, this is what Melanie looks like at 36 or 38. I forget which.
I think she's 36.
Yeah, she is. She is a freak of nature. Being a freak of nature is not always a bad thing.
I don't know. I suspect she may, in fact, be Elizabeth Bathory.
I told you yesterday, I think she's made a deal with the devil.
It's quite possible.
That's why she's become so Christian. You ever seen the movies like Oh God, where somebody, I think it's Oh God Part 3, where the guy makes a deal with the devil and then he has to have God save him?
Yeah.
I just realized how dated I am when I use the Oh God reference.
Yeah, those movies were not that good. Sorry.
They weren't that good, but I mean, for their time and especially my age, they were movies we were allowed to watch.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyhow, Jack, we got an updated indictment on Trump over the stuff left at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous.
They added 3 charges, basically accusing Trump of trying to destroy evidence after the evidence had been subpoenaed by the grand jury. He asked if the tapes could be deleted. Mm-hmm. And so they're saying that is him wanting the tapes to trying to destroy evidence. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's asking a question. They did the same thing with the indictment itself. Him asking his lawyer questions like, see, that's a crime. No.
Talk to his lawyer, the monster.
You're allowed to ask your lawyer, hey, if I do X, what happens? And the lawyer go, well, you'll go to prison for it. Oh, then I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And they use that as a crime in these fucking indictments. It's ridiculous. But yeah, they added that, and they added some poor fucker who works for Trump's name to the indictment, who helped move the boxes around.
Yeah, he's like some kind of maintenance guy.
Yeah, he's a maintenance worker. Very loyal to Trump, helped move these boxes when they needed to be moved.
It's his job.
Yeah, and
like, the boss tells you to move something, you're like, all right, I'll move that, whatever.
And they indicted him because this Jack Smith guy is a fucking douchebag. Absolute douchebag. All righty. Not a lot more to say about that because the other indictment that people were expecting, and they're still expecting, and Lord knows if it'll come down or not, is something to do with Jack Smith and January 6th, where they're going to charge Trump with something related to January 6th. And I cannot wait to see this bullshit.
From what I was reading, it's some sort of racketeering charge.
Yeah, you got to prove that he was actually involved. Him just giving a speech is not involvement.
No, that's not planning or coordination in any way. That's
well, even
fucking ridiculous.
There is coordination of the events that were actually planned. The rally there on the Hill, the protest at Capitol Hill down at the Capitol. Those were things. The Stop the Steal rally was coordinated with the White House.
Yeah, but that's not coordinating a riot or an insurrection.
Right. The Stop the Steal rally isn't the problem from January 6th. It was what happened after.
Their theory of the crime is sort of like saying that the Rolling Stones put out a rock concert and somebody walked in there and stabbed a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they were working simpatico. No, that makes no fucking sense. Okay, you have no evidence, no linkage of the crimes.
Yeah, it's absolute nonsense. We talked briefly about the guy who died at the Obama estate.
Yep.
Did you see that it came out that the 911 call? There's a list of 911 calls from that night.
Uh-huh.
And every one of them has a description of what the call was.
Yep.
Except that one.
Yep.
There's no description.
Not a cover-up, guys. Totally not a cover-up.
And it has been confirmed that there was a second paddleboarder there and they refused to name them.
Yep, which is very weird. When there's no crime being alleged, that you would withhold that information. So
And
that should be public knowledge. It should be publicly available material, but they're not.
the Obama daughters were in town and left town yesterday, if I remember correctly.
Fleeing the scene of the crime.
Yeah, they both left. It's been said that the Obamas, B-Rock, I love B-Rock, and his boyfriend Michelle
Michael.
were not at the house that day. But nobody will say where the girls were.
That's because one of them was probably with this dude, and maybe he spurned in advance or something, and it was murder. What if they're serial killers? You ever thought about that? Like presidential kid serial killer? Like other than Hunter. I think that would be an interesting thought experiment. Because, we could all see Hunter being a serial killer, let's be honest.
I read that his body was found in 8 feet of water.
Yeah, it's not a shallow area.
8 feet is not deep. Not for an experienced swimmer. And
like he was.
8 feet. Oof. That's the part that really jumped out at me. Like, wait, he fell off the paddleboard and drowned in 8 feet of water?
Well, if he got hit in the head of the paddleboard from another paddleboarder, that would make sense.
Yep. Or if he was, before they went out, they partook in some illegal Hunter Biden-esque materials and had some kind of reaction.
Yeah, that's always a possibility. I mean,
for any experienced swimmer, 8 feet, even if you're having trouble, you can go down to the bottom and kick yourself back up and find your paddleboard to fucking float on.
Yeah.
The pools are usually deeper than 8 feet. Even in Virginia, where the water table is really low, so getting a pool in is kind of hard, you can go down to 9 feet.
I still think Hillary was involved.
This 8 feet of water, that blew me away. And look, you can dip. They say you can drown in a teaspoon of water. True. But for an experienced swimmer to drown in that shallow of water is ridiculous.
Unless he was injured, I'm just not buying this story because there's not enough details coming out, and the cops are being real cagey and deleting information like this or withholding it at minimum. There's something weird going on. This is not an open and shut oops-a-doodle where the guy just fell in the water and drowned accidentally, had a muscle cramp. No, there's something weird going on here.
Faithless says if you don't know the depth, you won't drop down and rest, though. I hear you, but again, it's not like this. He was new to this area. Maybe this was his first time in that water, and so he didn't know exactly how deep it was.
Yeah, but he worked there, so he's probably been out on the water before. It's not like that would be new to him.
If I'm out swimming, Jack, and at my father-in-law's place, right? You probably have 20 yards where I can still touch before my head goes under. After that, as I swim out, every now and then I will go down to see how deep it is. And if I get to a point where I'm uncomfortable, I come back. Maybe I'm just a more paranoid swimmer than most people are.
No, I think, in fact, what happened here was that shark that was seen in Cape Cod took a little venture trip and killed this guy.
Yes.
And a little known fact, Jabberjaw could run on land. So ergo, sharks can run across land for large distances. And they also sound like Curly.
I just think that something fishy happened here. And that doesn't necessarily mean foul play.
No, but the more they manipulate this stuff, the more it looks like there's some sort of cover up in place.
Well, and here, if we go back to Chappaquiddick, right?
Uh-huh.
There's no actual crime there that we know about.
Drunk driving.
Well, fair, but at the time, how big of a deal was drunk driving?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was an accident, and what happened is instead of saving the girl, he let her die while he ran off. He didn't necessarily kill her, he caused her death. That's a different thing. Where if he would have tried to help her at all, nobody would have, hey, shit happens. It sucked. He tried, but he didn't even try. And I'm just getting Chappaquiddick vibes from this. Like maybe Sasha was out there with him and maybe she accidentally hit him in the head and he falls under and she panicked and ran home instead of helping him.
Maybe she heard this podcast about this simian that once bashed somebody on the head with a shovel, and she thought, I'll try that when we're paddle or waterboarding.
I told him the next one to move gets hit.
Yeah. And then he moved because, waves, and then bam, she hits him and she's like, oh shit. So indirectly you caused this.
It wasn't my fault. This is not my, that's not my profile. I didn't share that today. What the fuck? All right. Oh my God. Did you see Steve Cohen's Representative Steve Cohen?
I don't remember.
Oh God. So this fucking idiot, they were having a meeting on the Hill. I don't know exactly what the meeting the committee was, but they were talking to people like Chloe, what's her name? Chloe Cole.
Chloe Cole. Yeah.
She was up there today. There were a couple other people, and they were talking about trans issue stuff.
Yeah.
And hang on. Oh, this is so low. I want to play this clip. It is really low, guys. It's about 37 seconds. I am not going to interrupt. I promise. I'm promising, Jack. I'm promising. It is 36 seconds. So if you guys need to turn up your audio, do so. I will not. I will even give a slow countdown when it's over before I start talking again. Same for you, Jack. Okay? Because he's really low. Here we go.
Transgender people have been around for a long time, and they have rights, and they need to be respected. I read Ms. Scanlon's testimony. I wasn't here to hear it, and I think Penn didn't deal with your situation like they could have and should have, in putting up some type of different barriers in the women's area of the locker room. But that's another issue.
3, 2, 1. If you guys didn't catch what he just said there, Jack, he suggested that in the women's room, they should put up a barrier so that they don't have to look at the cock that's flopping around from the other chick.
Yeah, we'll call it a dong guard.
To maybe segregate them. Put them in another room, maybe. We call them walls and doors. Exactly, Faithless. Exactly. It's fucking idiots like, maybe we should put up some walls. I mean, a barrier. Yeah.
Then we'll hire a dude to monitor things and make sure everybody's safe, man. Oh, you mean like a security guard? No, man, that's wrong. We'll get somebody to keep an eye on people, man, so they're following the rules.
I mean,
this guy high?
No, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. If you watch congressional testimony like I do, you're familiar with Cohen, and he's a fucking retard. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Instead of having them go to the men's room where their schlong belongs, no, what we'll do is we'll make a special area for them to be segregated in the women's room. But that's
non-men's room.
Yeah, that's just a smaller men's room. You're literally just taking space from women and giving it to men.
Because we're awesome.
We are awesome. We really are. He might be onto something there, Jay. Maybe we just need to separate them a little bit. All right. Continuing on with stupidness. I don't know if you saw Byron Donalds. He's been blowing up the last couple of days because he's going after DeSantis for the whole Stop Woke Act, and some slaves learn skills that they later use to their benefit. Thank you, Snubber. We already have gender neutral bathrooms. Does this guy do any research? Well, he's talking about in places where we don't. We'll just segregate a section of the women's room for the schlongs. Well, Byron Donaldson, he's pushed back on this, Jack. He's like, no, I'm not agreeing with the vice president. He's absolutely agreeing with the vice president. But he thinks that that wording should not be in. I saw several people on Twitter today who had that stupid ass opinion that there's literally no benefit slaves got. Slavery sucked, but they did learn skills that they later applied in life. That's just fact.
Well, to say that they could pick up a skill is kind of saying black people are stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think that, you're kind of a racist.
Or magical. They knew nothing and then they're free and suddenly they could do blacksmithing like a champ.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's super melanin powers. I don't know. I've watched Hidden Colors long enough.
Beast, from one to Snoop Dogg, where you at, my friend? You want to hang out? Anyhow, so I saw this. There was a lot of stuff going around it, but I don't want to talk about too much of it. But I saw this from CNN. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis accused Representative Byron Donalds, the only black Republican in Florida's congressional delegation, of aligning himself with Vice President Kamala Harris by critiquing the state's new standards for teaching black history. Did you catch it there?
Yeah.
Did you catch it? The only black Republican. Why does that need said? One, there's a fucking picture of the guy. What does him
black?
What does him being black have to do with his opinion on this?
Nothing.
What the CNN? Look. I realize that you have to be shitheads. It's what you do. It's in your nature. But not everything has to be about race. All right? Not everything has to be about race. And I'm not just saying that because I'm inviting a black guy on the show. I literally mean it. We've said it a lot of times here.
No, they're obsessed with it.
The only black Republican. Either it's right or it's wrong. I saw this other guy who's like, this is where Republicans get it wrong. That for even saying something like this. And this lady responded to him. She goes, they don't want to hear from black conservatives.
What?
It doesn't matter if you're black. Is it correct or not? That's the only thing that matters. These fucking people. This next story, Jack, I'm not even sure I want to talk about. You know, occasionally, we come across a story, goddamn stupid. It actually hurts. That the outcome of what we're talking about is painful. Before we get there, Beast Boy, my friend, how you been?
Hi guys, I've been all right. How you guys doing?
Good.
Oh,
good to see you, man.
Living the dream. You know how it is, man.
Facts.
You're here just in time for probably until I get to Jack's story, the worst story that I'm going to talk about.
Oh snap! What is it?
All right. Michigan teen Megan, some last name I can't say, 19, killed her dad by dousing him in drain cleaner. Sobs as she walks free from court after getting 1 year sentence with credit for time served.
What?
Yeah.
How? How is that? Why? How did she get off with that?
Because the judge gave her a very, very, very lenient sentence. The story doesn't talk about the judge's reasoning at all.
Whoa.
The story is very sympathetic to the young lady. Here's what she did. She took lye, powdered lye, and poured it on her father and then poured water on top of it, which causes massive burns.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not a quick death either. It's a very, very slow death.
It took weeks.
Acid. Weeks?
Weeks.
Yeah, because she leaves the house after she does this, and neighbors find him. He's rushed to the hospital where eventually one of his legs is amputated. He has several skin grafts from the deep burns and eventually dies.
Oh, nah. That's crazy.
And
Talk about
jail.
months of suffering.
And this fucking bitch, lost both legs. Thank you, Assassin of the Gray. This fucking bitch got a slap on the hand for it.
Yep.
What? How is
And
that
this is
even
in my
possible?
neck of the woods. This is in Michigan.
Oh,
A
yeah.
teenager who fatally doused her sleeping father with chemical drain cleaner, which left him gravely ill until he succumbed to his injuries 6 months later, has walked free from the courtroom after only getting a 1-year sentence with credit for time served. Megan, whatever her name is, could have faced the life sentence over the death of her 64-year-old father, with whom she was angry because, wait for it, he was too drunk to take her to a hair appointment.
The hell out of here. That's wow. And the judge was like, you know what? That's a good reason.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She wanted to get her hair done for her 18th birthday, and he was too drunk to drive her. So she doused him in chemicals and killed him. And she got time served, and she'd already served 500 days. She's on don't worry, guys. She's on a very strict probation for a year, and then a much more lenient one for 5 years.
Oh, well, at least she's getting punished and she'll learn a lesson.
She need life.
Yeah. She should have got life, absolutely. Frankly, she should have got death. She should have got the death penalty for this shit.
I agree.
Oh, damn. It won't let me put these into chat because I have very, very long fucking... Why is the... Oh. Because they put the whole name of that fucking title in their link. It's too long to put into YouTube. Sorry, guys. On probation, she should be on a pike. Yeah, she has to wear an ankle bracelet. She's not allowed to do drugs. She's not allowed to drink alcohol, which she thinks will help her get her life back together.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's crazy. They're probably gonna give her a TV show.
Probably.
Yeah, she'll get a book deal or something. That's fucking disgusting.
She'll end up on TLC with a show like How I Killed My Father.
That's insane. But they
Oh
probably
my God. I know that I murdered somebody, but look, I'm a better person now. That's why I'm looking for love after lockup.
Yeah, just wait till this bitch kills again.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, well, we couldn't have predicted that.
She had that kind of reaction over not getting her way. She's absolutely going to be a career criminal.
Oh, for sure. And especially when you're getting away scot-free.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
She
part of
didn't learn
Michigan was
anything.
this?
What's that?
Sorry. What part of Michigan was this?
Oh shit. I don't remember if it even said.
Is it a woke part?
Detroit? Yeah. Let me see. Is Detroit in there?
That's crazy.
Suburban Detroit.
Oh, figures.
What a world. Murder your
Fucking
dad
sick.
and get time served.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
she says she didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Oh, she said she didn't do it?
And there's... Oh, yeah. She says she didn't do it. She's OJ in this shit
I was
hard,
going to
man.
ask, did she have Johnny Cochran?
Jack, we talk.
Yeah, look, this kind of disgusting shit coming out of the courts these days is just absolutely ridiculous. We don't punish criminals anymore. This lady should have been in jail so much that the wing of it was named after her because they buried her under it.
He should have been under the jail, son.
Yeah.
Under dungeon.
Sorry about that, guys.
The only thing we could hope for is some Final Destination shit. Just karma, sick of this nonsense.
Final Destination? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being in her town? Like you work with her?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be horrifying.
I'd probably quit. I couldn't do it, son.
There's some weird part of the story, too, where she was hiding that her father was an alcoholic. They never exactly explain what the hell that's all about in that story.
Yikes! Why would she hide that?
She says it was to protect her dad. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
before
She cared.
after she set him basically on fire with chemicals.
Yeah, the man you murdered, you're protecting his reputation now. Fuck off.
Yeah, something will add up. She must have been doing stuff like this for a long time.
According to the story, just so you guys have an idea, putting lye on somebody will burn them anyway, but when you add water to it, it increases the temperature of that lye to about 200 degrees.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Dang.
She was found guilty, and this judge gave her a fucking slap on the hand.
That's not even a slap on the hand. That's just a finger wag. Like,
Word. No. Stand in the corner for 2 seconds.
Did she blow the judge?
I don't know. It was a female judge, if that lets you know anything.
It made more sense.
It does make more sense when you know it's a female judge. Once again, ladies, your compassion is both your biggest strength and your biggest weakness. Stop
Mostly
it.
a weakness. Knock it off.
That's facts. She must have just seen Barbie.
All right. Staying in the legal world, we're going to move on to Anthony Fantano. You guys know who that fucker is? Me too. And Anthony, he had a clip that went viral where somebody was cutting a pizza. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
They cut a pizza normally, and then they just keep cutting until the slices are really, really thin. And he's yelling at the screen, and it goes viral. Well, Activision used a little clip of that in one of their Crash Bandicoot advertisements.
Oops.
No, hey, hold that thought. Anthony tells them, you got to give me a bunch of money or I'm going to sue you. So Activision jumps the gun and is suing him first for to make it so he can't sue them. Now, hang on. He did his video on TikTok.
Okay.
And that's very important because on TikTok, the TOS says that by making your videos there, anyone else on the platform, which is where they made their little video, can use your video.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone, even a corporation. Now, it would be nice of them, like, yeah, we use you. Here's a couple of dollars in cash. But they don't have to.
Right.
Activision is a shitty game company, guys. They do a lot of fucked up, horrible shit. But in this case, they're right. And I don't say that just because I hate that Fantano guy. He's an annoying piece of shit. He really is.
Facts.
Thank you, Snubbirth. Anthony not going to get out of this by selling out his former audience again. No, this one, and look, they're not suing him for anything. They're just basically suing for an injunction that says he can't sue them for this because you don't have legal standing for it.
Mm.
You put it out on a platform that says anybody else can use it.
So it's kind of just to protect themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Maybe he'll know not to do it to nobody else.
I saw this in PC Gamer and I can't believe Activision's doing this. Fuck him. Next time, put it on a platform that doesn't allow that. There you go.
Right. People don't read the fine print.
Yep. And apparently he's done this to people before, where he, over that specific clip, where he's extorted them for money or I'm going to sue you.
That's crazy.
And none of them had the balls to tell him to go fuck himself.
I hope this inspires people.
We talked about this just a moment ago. The thing out of Florida with this Stop Woke Act and slaves learned skills through slavery.
They did.
Yeah, they absolutely did. It doesn't make slavery good in any fucking way.
No,
that shouldn't be a job training that we do. Nobody's suggesting that. Well, it turns out.
Well, Pearly gonna make a song about it?
Probably.
Too soon.
But it turns out this is not the first time that this has been part of a controversy.
Of course not.
The AP curriculum that was shot down by the DeSantis administration for being too woke also included this. Liberals got pissed off because DeSantis shot this down for all of its wokey woke shit in it, and it contained this exact same language. Yeah, weird, right?
That is wild.
Nobody got mad about that one.
We don't talk about that the same way we don't talk about the fact that Elon Musk is an African American.
Wait, he is?
AP curriculum. Yes, he is. He's from South Africa.
Oh, snap. Oh, that's funny because I'm not African American. I'm American. It makes sense that he's African American. Wow.
He is actually African American.
That's awesome.
AP curriculum touted by progressives also includes section on slaves learning skills. The 2023 AP African American Studies curriculum released by the College Board, the body that oversees SAT and advanced placement testing, argues that slaves learned specialized trades during bondage and parlayed, quote, these skills to provide for themselves and others once free. Whoopsie.
Sound about right.
In Unit 2 of the AP syllabus on slavery, labor, and American law, a chapter on the slave economy suggests that slaves learned to become painters, carpenters, tailors, musicians, and healers, and subsequently use these skills to provide for themselves and others.
Okay, can I point out that you'd have to be a complete fucking idiot to be like, all right, I'm freed now. I'm not going to use any of that information I learned while enslaved to support myself.
Crazy.
Nope. Sure, I was trained as a tailor and a farmer and a blacksmith because they made me do everything, but I'm just going to lock all that away in the vault and move on with my day.
It makes me wonder what they think slaves did all day. Do you think they just they stood in the field?
It got whipped a lot. Yes. This is just more of the same bullshit where they think that black people are stupid and they don't want to come out and use that wording.
Right.
Snubber, thank you. They walked into this. We built this country. Didn't go the way they wanted. Yeah, there's that too.
That's funny. Who made the blueprints?
A lot of black activists will tell you black people built this country. And they're very fond of mentioning that slavery was used in building the Washington Monument. Yeah, they had to know how to, do brickwork.
Former slaves must have signed a non-compete.
Yes.
Like, yo, I can't do this. Actually, a few slaves actually chose to stay at the plantation and continue to work.
True.
Yeah. And a lot of them were hired as sharecroppers and, stayed on to be paid to do the work. So, yeah, it was a mixed bag of experiences after slavery ended because a lot of people just didn't know what to do. But everybody else was like, hey, well, I learned how to do this. Maybe I can make some money doing that.
Yep.
Right.
Like, what kind of, like I said, what idiot wouldn't do that?
Right. Even musicians.
It's just odd that you don't have to say that slavery is the one guy like there was no silver lining in slavery. Who was that? Scott said that today. Tim Scott. There was. That doesn't mean that we should go back. Nobody's saying we should go back to it. Like, look, we're having trouble getting people job skills and slaves learn skills. So I guess slavery is the way to go. Nobody's saying anything like that.
Yo, that's crazy.
Slavery, right? But nobody's even coming close to saying stupid shit like that. They're just saying it's a reality of history.
Right.
Well, reality, that's a word they don't like, Monkey. We need
I
to
know
soften
they don't.
that. It's an alternative fact.
No, they believe women can have penises.
Oh,
yeah,
crazy.
well, they're obviously delusional. This is more white man burden shit. Like, oh, we're the ones that lifted you up. No, shut up.
I ain't lift nobody. I was born like recently.
Yeah, I didn't teach anybody shit. I'll be honest with you.
Facts.
Even at home, my wife taught the kids, man.
I'm pretty lazy, so.
All right. This one is just kind of weird. And I feel like There should be some crypto guys who are really worried right now.
Uh-oh.
Did you see CoffeeZilla's latest video on that crypto guy? And people think that it's just kind of a joke or something. No, he actually ended up getting kidnapped. And this dude beat the
What?
You're cutting in and out, dude.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Towards that.
No, it's Monkey.
I was trying to piece everything
And
together.
then insisted on give me $3 million,
right
probably
now.
because of the article. Hang on.
It must
no,
be
I
a
can hear you.
delay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
probably
there you are.
delayed.
Yeah, it's because he didn't use an archive link, and he's got like the little autoplay videos.
Oh, that slows it down.
Yeah, fucks up with his bad internet.
Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
here.
you back.
Okay, good.
Wow, as soon as you exited out too.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Sorry about that. Tyshawn, thank you. Jordan Peele, slavery was a horrible thing that should have never happened. Silver lining, got my ass out of Africa. Fair enough.
Jordan
Look, there's
Peele
a lot
said
of
that?
people who, what's that?
I said Jordan Peele said that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Look, there's a good argument to be made that the descendants of slaves are better off here.
Well,
have you seen
we have
Africa?
air conditioning.
No, that's facts.
There's no lions.
There's nobody selling you to white people anymore.
Yeah. You don't
Right.
have to worry about like the Congolese rebels kidnapping you and making you a child soldier.
You don't got to
Yeah,
worry
that
about
sounds
the
kinda sucky.
Libyans.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, fucking Libyans.
what I was saying was CoffeeZilla's latest video. This crypto guy who had scammed some people gets kidnapped.
That's
And
crazy.
people thought it was a joke at first, but no, he really did. And the guy who did it has been caught and everything, or at least one of the guys. They tortured this motherfucker, beat the shit out of him, and then demanded $3 million for his release. And then this story comes up. Missing millionaire crypto influencer found dismembered in a suitcase.
Oh, man.
Stop it. There we go. Police have launched a murder investigation after the dismembered remains of missing millionaire Fernando Perez Algaba, 41, were discovered by a group of children in Argentina. That's going to fuck them up for life.
Did they speak German?
I don't know.
Mm.
This picture right here that's blurred out, that's his hand.
Oh.
Yeah, they identified him by all of his tattoos that he has. He has some very unique tattoos. He was found in several different places, partially in a suitcase, and then like his head and his torso were later found.
Damn.
But it just he had this crypto thing where it wasn't going really well. And he was borrowing money from like Argentinian gangsters.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
man.
smart move.
Yeah. So I just wonder, all of these guys who were making money off folks pushing crypto when they had no fucking business giving financial advice whatsoever. I wonder if any of them are starting to get a little worried.
If
I'm
they live in
sure.
places like Argentina, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass wouldn't be leaving the States. All right. That's all I had, Jack. What'd you bring tonight?
I brought a few things.
And you were smart enough to use the archive link, so it really shouldn't mess with my internet.
50-50.
50-50.
It's fickle.
Oh, this one is oddly a good segue from the last story.
Mm-hmm.
Activists allegedly threatened to dismember school board president, kill her kids over trans student policy.
Whoa.
That's sane.
President Sonia Shaw claims threats included that your children are going to die and your animals are going to die. Jesus Christ.
The animals too?
Yeah, that's a
You're
bit
going to kill the
overkill.
dog.
She went biblical.
Damn.
Yeah,
Everything.
That's the type of shit that makes you enemies.
Facts.
the Chino,
Like, that's
California.
how John Wick started, remember?
This is right. Don't fuck with a dog, man. Chino, California, Chino Valley, California Unified School District Board of Education's new parental notification policy on transgender students is getting backlash from some community members who've reportedly launched death threats against the board president and her dog. Don't leave out the dog.
The dog too.
The policy adopted in a 4-1 decision last week requires the principal, designee, certified staff, and school counselors to, within 3 days of becoming aware of the preference, notify parents of a student's decision to identify. Oh, this makes a lot more sense now. Well, because the board is saying that they have to notify parents, and those are some weird lefty threats right there. I'm going to kill your dog.
No, what?
Yeah, that makes more sense. Not that it's a good thing.
That's them saying that to the school board. Like, if you do alert the parents, this is what I'm gonna do.
Because you're going to alert the parents, this is what I'm going to do.
What? Whoa! And this is a parent or a kid saying this?
Probably a parent.
So the parent's saying, if you notify me, this is what I'm gonna do.
Well, this is
I'm willing to bet this is a teacher doing this because they all want to diddle the kids these days.
That's a good one too, yeah.
Like, you're gonna tattle on us? What?
That would be wild. Well, that makes more sense than a parent being mad that you informed them of what their child was doing.
Days later, go ahead.
Thank you, Frosted Glass. My God, we finally found it. A piece of luggage Sam Brighton wouldn't steal. I ruled nothing out, Frosted.
You don't know. He could have been wearing.
Thank you, Uncle Adolf. That's what the crypto bros when they borrow from Happy Valley. Yeah, don't fuck with Argentina. There's a lot of German blood down there. They're very angry.
Don't borrow money from gangsters.
Right.
Whatever. I'll win it back. I'm due.
Crazy.
Days later, the school board president, Sonia Shaw, told Washington Watch with Tony Perkins that a death threat against her came through an anonymous phone call the day after the decision. The next morning, our district got a phone call. A lot of things were said, but one thing was very clear. This person was going to kill me. And they said they were going to dismember my body parts, my limbs more specifically. Wow. Thank God we have an amazing police department who jumped on it right away.
Probably did nothing.
Yeah, I wonder, this doesn't say caught the person.
I don't
think
the police
did nothing then.
You know what did happen though is the school board backed down.
It's probably on the screen right now. Snubber, thank you. You know what my clinic is? A online medical app. Apparently some are now banning parents of any 13 or older from seeing their medical history for trans reasons, even as their guardians. They are pushing it. I would be pissed. I'm a parent and I can't see my child's online medical records.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I included it in today's list, but there is an article out that the military will know. Yeah, the Department of Defense is keeping children from seeing their medical care and records.
Fuck that.
That's crazy.
We could probably go over that tomorrow if you want. I don't think I included it in today's list.
Yeah, right now we'll talk about that fat bitch on the screen. Look, I'm really tired of this transgender nonsense. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's not even actual trans people; it's fucking trenders and perverts. Yeah, the activists and the perverts.
People riding the wave.
Yeah, or riding the chopping block.
Oh no.
There ain't no reason. I see what you did. There ain't no reason for this shit to be being pushed on kids. There's no reason to be hiding it from parents.
Mm-hmm.
Keldrick, thank you. Everybody's gangsta till the parents start learning what the school is doing to the kids.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
show 100%. Up to a meeting.
It's amazing how upset they get at parents knowing what they're doing. We talked the other day about these school boards who are like, they're asking for so many records. We're just inundated. It's terrorism. One of the things that they're asking for is, oh yeah, that's a real thing going on, dude. One of the things they're asking for is, what are you teaching the kids? What is the syllabus? And they're like, oh man, that'd be too hard to get to you.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They should have that right there. Like,
yeah, they should be able to just Xerox that shit right off and hand it to somebody.
That stuff should be posted online too.
Absolutely. I think we need to go back to COVID, kind of, because under the COVID rules, the kids were at home and they would do those Zoom things, so they were recorded. I swear to God, there should be cameras in classrooms. You can point them. You can point them to where the teacher's there and the kids aren't seen, and you can take precautions. But the only reason to fight against that shit is so you can hide what you're doing.
A lot of this stuff kicked off because of COVID, because parents actually started seeing what the kids were being taught. And, they could hear the conversations going on. And that didn't work out quite the way these lazy teachers wanted when they were like, I don't want to go back into school.
Beast, you got any kids?
Nah. Not that I know of.
Say, how a black man in his 30s not got kids, man?
I was extremely careful.
Oh.
I've seen all my relatives have kids and it mess up their life. And I was like, nah.
You are fucking up a perfectly good stereotype, man.
I know.
Damn you.
Just breaking all of them, right? The whole
I was
African
making
American
racist
thing,
jokes and you ruined it.
I know.
Fuck you. Okay, so it'd be hypothetical for you. You find out the school has been hiding anything about your kid. You okay with that?
Nah, I'm showing up to the school with a karate outfit on.
Oh, dude, that'd be hilarious.
You fire
straight
up
cartwheel, straight into the doors.
Come in with everybody's kung fu fighting playing. Everybody is
definitely
kung fu fighting.
Someone holding a boom box that just blasting in the background.
I'll do it.
They know what's up.
Even better for you. While they're playing that song, get an old Halloween costume of Chuck Norris's Karate Commandos.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
And wear the Chuck Norris mask. That'd be the creepiest fucking thing since the Burger King.
I would do it. If they did that, I would do it. Break a few boards.
Frosted Glass, who says he means not since that trip for cigarettes.
How'd you know about that? Nah.
Oh, Frosted, I fucking love you, dude. All right, next up, I as a dad, man, anytime I was the dad that literally they would change the rules if I called the school. They wouldn't even argue with me because they got tired of me.
Oh, snap.
True story.
He was on it.
Yeah, and I wasn't even asking always to change things. Sometimes I was just asking why it was happening. Sometimes, I mean,
just you asking made them act right.
Well, I got in an argument with one of the teachers.
No,
because she had this policy where the kids had to turn in their homework. She'd give them homework on Monday, and it had to be turned in by, I think it was Wednesday. Well, the boys had football practice on Mondays and Tuesdays, so we would do it Tuesday night. And he would turn it in on Wednesdays. Well, out of nowhere, he comes home one day with this letter that he had to write explaining how he had been a screw up and wasn't turning his homework in on time. And I asked him, like, were you turning it in? He's like, yeah. And I know he did it because I helped him do it. I sat there with him as he did it. I'm like, were you just not turning it in? He goes, no, I turned it in. So I called her.
So what the hell?
And she goes, yeah, he turned his in, but we were having a problem where not all the students were. So I made the whole class write a letter. And
hell nah.
Oh, hell no.
Fam.
And we argued for about 2.5 hours until she finally went, fine, he doesn't even have to turn in homework. I said, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he was following your rules. Do not punish my son for that.
Right.
You owe him an apology.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did she not want the other students to feel bad?
She just punished the whole class. That was
you can't sing. You don't want to single one kid out. Oh, they'd be embarrassed. That's what they used to teach us in our teaching methods classes.
They need to be embarrassed.
Yeah, they're not going to change their behavior if there's not a consequence. Duh.
All right. They didn't just embarrass me in my old school that I went to. They roasted me. In middle school, oh man, Miss Nesbitt, I still remember her. I'll never forget. She said the back of my neck looked like a pack of Franks.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
All right. Went crazy on me. I was like, I remember that. Like, for real? in front of everybody. Okay, and then we just roasted each other like for the whole year. Shout outs to Miss Nesbitt. She got my game up when it comes to jokes.
When I went to the black school I went to, Miss Lumpkin, she was great for that shit. She's the only teacher I ever had that swore in class. She'd call kids jackasses, and it made us all laugh every time. But yeah, she was great. She would banter with the kids. All the rest of them were stuck up.
Those are the worst teachers.
Keeperdam says, I'd just walk the fuck out. This was a phone call. This was not in person. Because as soon as I got that letter, I picked up the phone. I need to talk to somebody about this shit. Anyhow, moving along. We have more stuff. Yeah, don't fuck with people's kids, man. That's how you cause problems.
Facts. I would have boiled it up and threw it at the teacher.
Punched me once.
I should have made that bitch write him a letter apologizing.
No, he would have been fine if you'd gotten him out of all homework ever. He was like, yes. And you were like, that's not what I'm saying. He's like, shut up, Dad.
I didn't want my kid to be stupid. I just wanted him to get credit for what he was doing under her own fucking policy. Anyway, Meta plans retention hooks for threads as more than half of users leave app. Aww.
I don't know if you kicked everybody off and blocked a bunch of people.
Well, it's not just that. There's a whole lot of people who got pulled into threads that never wanted to be. It was hooked to Instagram somehow. I don't use that shit. My wife was telling me about it. She uses Instagram. And yeah, so a lot of the people that were using it weren't actually using it.
Oh wow.
But guys, they're gonna take down Twitter. One, leave Twitter alone. It is a dumpster fire. It's what it's supposed to be. Stop trying to fuck with it. Leave it alone. That is where I go to relax. That's a true story.
You go to Twitter to relax?
I do, yeah. I enjoy that shit over there, man.
It is fun. Sometimes.
My favorite thing to do is to get somebody who's famous to respond to my dumbass.
Oh, like Ted Lieu.
Like Ted Lieu. Fucking congressman responding to a dude with a monkey avatar. The fuck is wrong with you?
You heard his feelings.
Smart.
He's done it several times too.
That's hilarious.
All right. Meta platform executives are heavily focused on boosting retention on their new Twitter rival Threads after the app lost more than half of its users in the weeks following its buzzy launch. CEO Mark Zuckerberg told employees on Thursday. Retention of you. How the fuck did you lose that many people? See, this is how you know it wasn't organic, because they would have stayed. Even if they didn't use it, they would have stayed. But you forced people to get onto your stupid ass platform. Retention of users on the text-based app was better than executives expected. What? That hurt my brain a little bit. Half of the people leaving was better than you expected.
Well, I mean, aim low, keep expectations achievable.
That's funny. It's better than we expected. We didn't think this was going to last at all.
Well, let me tell you my life strategy. See, I keep expectations low, then mediocrity looks great, and they're like, you're so good at this. Yay. And I'm like, I'm awesome. Give me an award. And then they're like, you're employee of the month. Yay. Here's a sticker.
That's wild as a business.
Yeah.
Better than expected, but was not perfect, said Zuckerberg. Obviously, if you have more than 100 million people sign up, ideally, it would be awesome if all of them or even half of them stuck around. We're not there yet. Well, clearly.
It seems like nobody sticks around when it comes to Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
No. Well, I don't know. Do you use Facebook at all?
No, not anymore. I think I have like a profile for like public figures, but I'm never on there.
I still have mine. Too. I occasionally go over there to say hi to friends and family and let them know I'm still alive. But
like
I don't
a personal account?
Yeah, I just have a personal.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Not
on Facebook.
Well, it's
anything.
I am a military brat. I have friends and family all across the country, and I'm not calling all these fuckers.
Okay.
I go
I
on
can
to
understand
Facebook.
that.
I make some funny post, or sometimes really deep posts because I'm actually a wordsmith, believe it or not. You might not know that from me tripping over my words on the mic, but I'm actually pretty good with words.
You getting
It's true.
philosophical?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
a smart bitch. As well as being sexy, y'all. I'm smart.
And
Lady
modest.
Monkey got the whole package. He's very modest. Very modest.
He said, and modest.
Very modest. It's true. But I go over there now, and the place is just trash. Trying to get to where you can see like the latest stuff is a pain in the ass. So it's all out of order. You're most likely to see something from like 9 days ago that I don't care about anymore. And
That's crazy.
it's just garbage. There's tons of ads all over the place. They're trying so hard to monetize the damn thing, and they've ruined it.
That's crazy.
It looks like ghetto MySpace.
Yo, that's MySpace is pretty ghetto.
Yeah, it by the end there, man, it was bad.
Wow. And this looks similar. I haven't been on Facebook like for personal use in years.
Oh, it's garbage.
Whenever I go on, I get suspended again.
Oh,
I don't get suspended because despite my family being far more liberal than I am, they're very tolerant of me.
Oh, my friends are pretty tolerant. Their friends, however, not so much.
Well, my shit is kind of locked down because I am this public figure and I don't want my Facebook associated with me here. You can find my Facebook. You just can't see anything on my fucking Facebook. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I largely stopped posting because I keep getting in trouble.
There's people who keep trying to break into my Facebook. It's great.
Oh, there's a try to like expose you type stuff.
I have no idea who it is. But over the last probably 2 months now, every so often I'll get a thing. Did you sign in from Argentina? Like, nah, bruh. I had one just 2 days ago from, did I sign in from somewhere in California? Like, nah, it wasn't me.
Oh, wow.
You can't sign in without my two-step, what's it called?
Authentication.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Hacking my Facebook would be a complete fucking waste of time. All my friends know I don't really use it. And there's nothing really personal on there that's going to expose me. I say the same shit on here, except I don't get 2-week bans every time I post it.
Do y'all post pictures?
No, I don't have any pictures of myself on my Facebook.
There are, that I know of, 3 pictures of me online, and I didn't post any of them. And they're also on accounts that are locked down.
Okay.
But
so,
yeah,
friends and family type stuff.
Yep.
I would have 86 that immediately.
Like I said, it's locked down, and if anybody ever did get in there, I'm like, Jack, you're not gonna find anything there.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
I don't know why you'd want to. Maybe trying to find a picture of me. There's none.
How do y'all feel about public figure accounts on Facebook?
I just don't have the energy.
Right.
I'm too lazy.
It's probably a good idea to like reserve the name so that you can like at least maintain it that's your official one, and curate that, because people are going to be imposters otherwise.
Exactly.
When I started out, I did have one, and it was linked to my personal account. But I mean, this is the end of 2016. Shit's getting squirrely online, so yeah, I got rid of that. Anyhow, I wonder if it's Eufio. I don't think Eufio's smart enough. That guy's too drunk to do something like that. I pissed off somebody. It happens.
So let me get into his Facebook.
Yeah, you're not going to find anything there.
How much free time do you have to waste time like that?
Well, the reason that mine's locked down like that isn't even because of this. It's because when I first got my Facebook, I was still working at Walmart, and I said a lot of shit on there that if Walmart found it, probably would have got me fired. So there's nothing on there that you can identify with me personally. There's no pictures. My name is on there, but I use my name on here. There's other Franks in the world. Good luck. But yeah, so it was locked down because of Walmart, and I didn't trust them little fuckers. And it just turned out to be a good thing for being a YouTuber. Oh, let's see. Bipartisan coalition of lawmakers moves to prevent foreigners, corporations from buying U.S. farmland. Are the Dutch looking for some? That's a good joke. We have foreigners coming in and buying all kinds of our land.
Mostly Chinese.
Yeah, these days. There was a long time. Remember, it was always the Japanese back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Japanese bought up a whole bunch of shit until their economy went into freeze. You go back and watch 80s TV shows, you'll hear them joke about it.
Is that why they did that? What was it called? Red Dawn?
No.
Remember that movie?
The Red Dawn thing is just communists invading anyway, right, Jack?
Yeah, that was the Cubans coming in from the southern border and the Russians coming in from the north.
It was Cuba?
Yeah, Faithless.
Yeah.
Faithless, yeah, you're right. The movie Gung Ho, if you've ever seen it, that one was more about the Japanese moving in. A Michael Keaton film where he works for a car company that is it bought out by the Japanese?
I think so.
Yeah, and he has to learn to work with the Japanese who own who are running the plant. It's a pretty funny movie from back then.
Oh, that's crazy.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have moved to limit who can purchase American farmland, introducing and passing legislation making it difficult, if not impossible, for corporations and foreign nations to do so. Yes, foreign nations should not be buying our land. If they want to, rent a building, I'm all right with that.
You all right with them renting?
What's that, bud?
So you okay with them renting?
Yeah, they can rent. I feel like if another nation has bought our land, that it's their land. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that is crazy to even allow that.
Yeah, it's still our land. If you make a sale like that to say the Chinese, you have some farmland and you're like, okay, you guys can buy this. At any time, the U.S. government can come in and go, no, get away. This is our land still because it's still America.
Right.
But I don't like them owning our land.
Especially near Air Force bases.
No. Concern over enemy nations using farmland for nefarious purposes and billionaires outbidding local farmers to buy up tracts and build monopolies have grown in recent years, prompting the government to take action. As Reuters reports, among those pushing for more stringent regulations on who can own farmland in the United States is Cory Booker. Oh,
Yikes.
Cory. Has Cory finally come out as gay yet?
Not
Oh,
yet.
snap. Oh, snap.
Look, I don't mean to just call him gay, but you ever seen somebody and just look at him like that dude sucks dick?
Oh, damn. Yeah.
That's him.
That's crazy.
Especially when he gets the bug eyes.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure him and Beto have a thing going.
Maybe that's who Lindsey Graham is banging, man.
Oh, Lindsey Graham and Cory Booker. Oh, the odd couple 2.0.
Look, Graham is another one. He can pretend he's straight all day long, but that dude takes dick.
Damn.
That dude, he taps his foot under the bathroom stalls, guys.
Oh, fuck that. He's that scene in he's the dude from The Shining that's getting a blowjob from the dude in the dog costume, except he's wearing the dog costume.
He's the dog costume.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like I erased that scene from my memory.
You're welcome. Now to haunt your nightmares, you hear
Facts.
Lindsey Graham's voice. We gotta take out Putin.
That's crazy. That's gonna replace Whoopi Goldberg.
Booker warned that buying up farmland that could have gone to local farmers was becoming an investment strategy for huge corporations, and said the government must protect the plots for those who need them. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, that should be done. I don't know about the corporation thing. I get why they're doing it, but it seems anti-capitalist to say. It seems anti-capitalist to say Americans can't buy it.
Foreign corporations buying it, though, they almost always have ties to some corrupt government.
Foreign corporations, sure, but this is any corporation.
Well, that'll get changed in the final, and we all know it. Some special interest will come by and be like, here's some money. And they'll be like, okay.
Oh, good God. Why am I looking at a video of Portland?
Because it's Portland, and I think it's important to know what everybody was fighting over in the Chaz.
All right. It's my video, so it'll probably be choppy for y'all. We throw the link in the chat, Jack.
Sure. Look how beautiful Portland is, you guys.
This looks like a third world country.
I was going to say, bunch of boxes.
You should see the video of Oakland I found later after I found this one.
Oh, this looks like the Bronx in the 80s.
Oh,
right?
Needles.
Yeah, on the bike path. And then outside the convention center. I love all these cars that have no tires.
That's funny. Just laugh at there.
People straight stealing tires again.
This is like a post-apocalyptic movie, you know, like this is Detroit the day after.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this look crazy.
At least that one's got some good bling on the side there.
Tiny ass wheels.
I don't think it started that way.
Wow. I'm just going to point out that this says UVW. So somewhere there's from A to T?
Yeah, that was probably a different part of the crime scene, because those are crime scene stickers.
Fuck. Yeah, and those are bullet holes, guys.
Yeah, that's just a few.
They're trying to get somebody.
They probably got him.
Damn. And just left the car there? Took the tires?
Just left the car there, man. Who's gonna know?
Make sure you get the tires on the way. just snatch the tires while you run off.
Who steals tires anymore?
That seems like a lot of work.
Know.
Oh,
crackheads.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
What?
You know what you did.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I am an innocent boy. I just wander in here with this wide-eyed innocence. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why am I looking at a dude in a jean jacket wearing a bikini top with his belly button showing?
That's the church lady, isn't it?
Church lady?
Oh, maybe not.
What church they go to? I don't want to go nowhere near that church. That church is
you're
different.
going to get a lecture.
Oh, fuck me. I don't want to hit play on this.
I know you don't. It's going to be great.
Fuck me. All right.
Looking at their faces crazy.
Here we go.
I am not, sir. Do you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you?
So?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. You just called me a man.
But you are a man.
Right. I'd have walked up on the camera. What's up, yo? It's BX Beast Boy, yo. What up, my bro? What up, my man?
Right. How come this shit never happens to me?
I would love that. I'll put
Don't
on
be
my
a
phone.
coward. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. Come on over. Say what you got to say to me. Oh,
You're hiding
you
behind
don't
your
wanna call
phone.
me-
Wait. Is he wearing booty shorts?
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
I didn't even notice that. Oh, no.
He wearing booty shorts.
Wow.
A fucking jean jacket. Oh.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All right. He's probably a teacher, too.
Oh, no.
I forgot to tag it down as Paul in this.
Say to me. Oh, you don't want to call me a man in my face?
He literally called you a man to your face.
Right.
Yeah, but he didn't do it on camera, which is what this attention whore wanted.
Literally did it to your face.
Crazy.
Come on over. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about transgender people? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I did not know this man was trans.
Oh, that was fire. That was hilarious.
Oh.
Wait, what do you go by? What do you go by?
Does it matter?
It does, because I'm
He's
asking
trying to be
you.
respectful.
He tried to be. Yeah, what the fuck?
I did not know this man was trans.
You were
That
all
was
fucking
genius.
pissed off, and he's asking you, "What do you want to be called? Does it matter?" Well,
It's
Say what you got to
crazy.
say. There's a lot of people watching it.
The real question is, it doesn't matter if you're transgender or not. Are you with that? Are you with the people that march and be like, "We're coming for your kids"? That's where it's bad.
Oh.
That's when it gets bad.
Ooh.
Stay up.
What can you get? What's your name?
Me? K.
K?
K.
K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, and what's your name? You certainly don't. What's your
My
name?
name's JJ, and is y'all thing a cult?
I was waiting for him to come out and say like, and I want to shout out my little
man,
friend Ray
Pookie?
Ray.
Word, Pookie, Ray Ray, one of them.
It's like LGBTTL or something.
TL.
Then I approached the staff. Of course you did.
For
Yeah.
what?
You gotta go
For
full
protection?
Karen. That is the most feminine thing this person's done so far.
Can I ask why you didn't step in?
I knew it. For
While you were standing and watching, they called me a pedophile.
No, they did not call you a
They
pedophile.
definitely didn't.
It was implied. They asked you, "Are you one of those?"
I would
They
have
said
called you a
as long
pedophile
as you're not one of those.
because
Right.
this is not this is a trans-trender.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh hey, hang on. Thank you, Keldrick. Whoever let you have a Twitter account was either crazy or genius, Jack. I know, but this app is free. I mean, I can't believe it either.
Were verbally harassing me.
They were verbally harassing me. Look at
They
the
called you
fucking
a man.
look at the shadow from his Adam's apple. God damn.
That's crazy.
I
That
didn't
dream's
hear
out
him
there.
call you that. I didn't know. I honestly have no idea what.
Even if they did, isn't this like an outdoor area?
Yeah.
Crazy. So she wanted a superhero? Or he wanted a superhero? Whatever.
Yeah, well, look, she needs somebody to stand up for her. She's just a little girl. Can I
That's
point out
crazy.
the person that they're pointing to is wearing a Che shirt?
Yeah. I saw that right away. I'm like, that chick's wearing a Che Guevara shirt.
Well, maybe, look, I'm just going to point this out. Maybe the reason that they didn't step in when they called you a pedophile is because they were close enough to hear that they never called you a pedophile.
Right.
I would also like to point out that this part right here, as they're walking away from when the guys walked away, they're clearly smiling.
Right.
Facts.
Tyshawn, thank you. Bringing this crap to the black community, it's on now. You know, I've said this since the beginning of this nonsense. This is not something that is typically accepted in the black community. It's become more accepted because it's being forced on everybody. But like being gay isn't really accepted in the black community. Am I wrong here?
No, you're not wrong. They're sneaking in through a black woman.
Yeah. Because women push all this shit.
Word. Use our lingo. Let's just slip right in there.
You go back a couple of years. Who was it? Snoop that got in trouble? Because
Snoop get in trouble?
I think it was Snoop. Because he said something that was taken as anti-trans.
Oh wow.
And like how can you be surprised by this? Do you not know any black people? It's like with the the Latino community, which is very, very, very religious. And like, I don't understand why they're not accepting this.
Hmm.
Do you know any? Have you
Right.
met? Have you talked to Jesus except for when you're telling him what you want done to your lawn?
No, that's facts.
Ugh.
That is true.
But they don't care because see, if they have oppressed groups who don't agree with other oppressed groups, their intersectionality falls apart. So you black men have to be put. I don't know if you know this, but you're the new white guys. Did they tell you that?
What?
That's an
How
article.
so?
That was an article. I think it was in The Root that black men are the new white boys. True story.
What does that mean?
That you guys are basically the oppressors.
How?
Because you tell black women to shut the fuck up.
I tell all women to shut the fuck up. I tell men to shut the fuck up too, as well.
Look, I understand, and you and I can have this intellectual conversation, but that does not matter out in the rest of the world.
That's funny.
Frosted Glass. Thank you. How is Black Guy Laughs at Trannies not a show? You know, I would watch that. I would.
Yeah, in the old days that would have been on Spiked.
It would have been.
I miss Spike.
A Spike, yeah. Spike.
You can't watch anything funny anymore. We have to pretend stupid shit is funny.
Comedy's not funny anymore.
Oh, I'm so tired of this world, man. It's so fucking stupid.
It's not getting any smarter out there, dude.
Oh, it's really not. It's really not.
They said I'm gonna get a white privilege card.
Yeah. We'll get it laminated for you.
What can I do with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Literally nothing.
I figured.
You get yelled at a lot.
You get blamed for stuff. And you know what? I've actually seen it. I've seen black men accused of holding black women down. Like
that's stupid.
Black women are the loudest people on the planet. Nobody's holding you down.
Have you heard the way a black woman talks to a black man when she's upset?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's mean.
Lots of people like, oh, don't get a Latino girl upset. You seen a black woman upset?
Yeah.
Have you been on any, airlines recently?
Yeah.
Oh man, did you see that one video with where they were actually having to hold that bitch back?
What?
Yeah, it was bad.
This chick is freaking out on some guy. I couldn't even really tell what she was mad about, but the airline staff had to step in and hold her in place, just block the aisle so she couldn't move.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fucked up. I like mean airline videos, and it's why I don't go on airlines.
Airlines be tripping. I've seen a lot of clips recently with people just causing a ruckus in there.
Yeah, I don't gotta get anywhere that fast because while I never get to be in a video like that last one where I would have told that dude to his face that he's got a dong and he needs to take off the Daisy Dukes, I would, and I know my luck, I would end up on one of those planes where they have to land it because there's a crazy fucker on it.
Yeah, you'll notice certain airlines have these problems a little more than others, like Spirit Air. Yeah, because first of all, that's the city bus of airlines.
Yeah, Spirit is the Greyhound of the sky.
Oh yeah. Damn! Is that cheap?
It is cheap.
It's cheap, and anybody can get on it. It's just you're like two homeless people away from actually being the city bus.
Oh,
it's got like a vague pee smell. I've never had a good experience on Spirit Air ever. There's always something fucked up. The seats are uncomfortable. They're small. Everybody
got first class?
smells weird.
Do they have first class?
I don't think they do. They might call it first class, but it all looks the same and smells vaguely the same. Maybe there's a slightly more upscale urine smell, but it's not
crazy.
impressed.
It's a diabetic urine smell. It's sweeter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you in Europe, just think of Ryanair.
The passengers have to do wing repairs.
Yeah, like it's remember like JetBlue that was held up with duct tape. They were
Yeah,
always getting in trouble for that. It's a step up from that.
Wow. It's
Ride
like Soul
Line-
Plane?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
but not
without
as
the
funny.
comedy.
Got you.
And
Rodline says it ain't that cheap. We paid less on United. Well, it depends on like other airlines. You can get cheap fares. It just depends on when you do it.
yeah, but it's got that reputation for being inexpensive. And that's really what their selling point is. That's what they push is like, we're the affordable airlines. And yeah, you could probably find cheaper airlines if you look, but usually they're the ones that, if there's some white trash piece of shit, chances are they're going on Spirit.
Damn.
Beast Boy, what you been working on lately?
A lot of new videos, live streaming on my new Real Talk with BX Beast Boy channel as well. But just putting out as much content as possible on all of my channels.
Guys, there's his link to his YouTube channel. And you can get to all of his other channels. You got them linked up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you did a Pearl video.
Yeah, she was wild.
I haven't seen this. Oh shit. I'll have to watch that one.
She wilded out.
Channel out all the time. You're part of my playlist when I'm playing video games, man.
I appreciate the heck out of that, man.
I enjoy content, and it's always fun talking with you.
Likewise.
On more often. But I need to read one up. I need to go play a video game.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
What game you about to play?
I think I'm gonna play 7 Days today. Well, that depends. Bubba, are you up? I gotta see if somebody in my audience is up, because if he's up, I'll play Phasmophobia. If not, I'll play 7 Days to Die tonight. I'm gonna start Baldur's Gate 3. That's coming out live. The gold version's coming out on August 3rd, I think it is. And I got good traction on my Baldur's Gate video, and I enjoy Baldur's Gate, so probably start a series of that here real soon. But
check it out.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for the donations. I appreciate the hell out of you. You guys are fucking awesome. Jack, anything you want to show?
I'll drop a link to a video. But thank you so much for the donos. Beast Boy, good to have you on. I thought this was a good show. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and supporting us.
Thanks for having me on.
Beast, anything you want to show?
Check out my channel, especially my live channel, Real Talk with BX Beast Boy. I've been trying to go live and start trouble and bully woke people as much as possible on there.
Do you have that Real Talk? There it is. I'll throw that link in the chat.
Appreciate that.
Guys, be over on Ranting Monkey Games here in just a little while. As always, I have no fucking idea what time that'll actually start, but follow me on Twitter, follow us on all our social medias so you know where we are and when we go live. Beast, seriously, always a pleasure, my friend.
Likewise.
Jack, a pleasure as always.
Oh yeah, always glad to be here, dude.
Everybody have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I might sing badly, but I'm better than Pearl, because that bitch is stupid and can't sing.